watching what we doing. Whole family here, man. Feel like a movie, yeah. Feel like a movie, yeah. Feel like a movie. Whole family here, but it feeling like a. Living so Italian, 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 living so Italian.
Oh, keep getting at the narrow, got it. Even if a nigga gotta ride it, get it. Blackjack in a cutscene, no. A nigga got unlimited credit, a nigga got a lot of vendettas, but we the black mom, we gon' set it, peeled off in a Lamborghini cone tie, 200 in the dash, you gonna rev it. Lucky Luciano is what they call me, Paisano. 100 keys at the piano, plays across the Verrazano. El Padrino, in the villa in Venice, sipping vino. Not bad for Muliano, y'all know, like we know.
Like the mob, ayy, watching what we doing. Whole family here, man. Feel like a movie, yeah. Feel like a movie, yeah. Feel like a movie. Whole family here, but it feeling like a. Living so Italian, 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 living so Italian. This my private party, get it? I don't know how the hell y'all get in. I don't know what y'all doing, y'all carrots. Y'all ain't finna be snapping our pictures. Y'all ain't finna be in our business. La Familia, my business. Maserati drop top. Go through the city like Gotham. In a 911, sipping proper. He more than just a rapper. And I know that I'm this shit because I wrote this on a crapper. More models, limo, some Italiano. And I'm about to say something crazy. John Galliano. Like the mob, ayy, watching what we doing. Whole family here, man. Feel like a movie, yeah. Feel like a movie, yeah. Feel like a movie. Whole family here, but it feeling like a.
What up, chat? What up, what up, what up, what up? Good morning, Jay. What's up?
Yeah.
All right.
Like the mob, ayy, watching what we doing. Whole family here, man. Feel like a movie, yeah.
All right, chat. What's up? Yeah, we have NFP today, so on a Thursday. It's kind of weird, but that's what we got. So, yeah, so let's see what we can do today. Let me just turn this off before I get copyrighted for longer. Okay. So there's NFP Thursday today, so it's coming out in like 7 minutes here. We have a bit of time before that comes out. I think that it also says we have unemployment claims, but it says tentative, so I'm not too sure if that's actually gonna come up. I don't know why it says tentative, because they just reopened again. Yeah, I don't know why it says tentative. I'm not too sure. But yeah, 10 a.m. you also have existing home sales. That's it for today. Tomorrow you got flash manufacturing PMI. You got, that's about it. That's all I got tomorrow. So, I mean, let's hop onto the charts, see what we could do. But it looks like we are currently still in this range here, right? Am I tripping? This is Wednesday. What day is it today? Thursday? So this is Wednesday. Press record. So this is Wednesday, 10 a.m. yesterday. Yeah, you had that drop. And then range, came up, made a high at like 7 Asian, and then 8, 9, what is this? 600 pip drop. Wow. So that holding got corrected after. So still, this move down is still strong and just move up. And then range, slowly down, and then a correction back up. And it looks like it's correcting the move from London. So yeah, there's like decent volume. I don't think you have like direction. I'm hoping today's the day where you get direction, because throughout the entire week, you were just kind of stuck, right? So you're still like directionless. What else can we say? Oh yeah. The 4-hour candle also shows that there's like some type of, if you guys look at this ranger, if you look at this range, you're gonna see that there's like something here, or maybe we can make this a little wider. Something here that's like, or even here, I'm just gonna put it here. There was somewhat of a fake out yesterday during Wednesday, and right now you're still below. So I think as long as price is able to hold onto this zone at 40, what is this, 4104, then as long as price stays below there, then price should continue driving down. Now if it starts to break above there, then obviously you're gonna continue up, and I think any closures above 4104 could too, because if you close above 4104, then you're back above the highs. And then I think all you gotta really wait for after that is just like price to hold that zone, and then continuations that would be great up towards like the next resistance, which is like right here, right? Looking left, there's like something right there sitting on price. So yeah, be aware of that. How much is this range here above? 300 pip range, yeah. So yeah, if you do end up closing above that area, then your next area would be up there, right? However, if this zone holds, let's say news comes out and it's like you get like a top wick on price, right? So price rips up and then all of a sudden it starts flipping bearish. This 4 count could probably continue down towards the bottom of the range. Because then I'll look at this as like, yeah, you're like holding this resistance here, but at the same time you're also like creating like lower highs. So as long as price continues to like create lower highs like that, it should continue to make its way back down towards the bottom of the range. So I got that. Let's see what I can put here. I think I'm gonna leave that zone there, 4104. Unless I can move it. Let's see. 4108. What's this? 4112. Down here, 4101. I think we'll leave it here. 4108 should be good. That was the original zone, right? Yeah, I'm gonna leave 4108. So yeah, I'll put that there. Just like, I don't think we're looking for like immediate buys above, so it won't matter exactly where you put it. It's just to really show that that's like kind of, if you were to head up, that's like the zone you'll likely struggle at. And if you were to head down on price, then you're looking down here probably at like 40. How much is this range? Here to here is 500 pips. So 40, 52. You also have a flip here. So yeah, I'm gonna put something here as like a major zone. So these white lines are like my major zones, and then the yellow lines are like my minor zones. So we got something here at 40.77, like right there. So if like price makes its way back below these ranges like this, then you're breaking back into the range, which is a fake out, and then you can look for sells to continue down back into that range if it makes its way back below there. And obviously continuations would be below 45.2, right? So below 45.2, we start looking for wick entries. But yeah, I'm gonna leave this here because news coming up in about a couple seconds here. So 08 and 5.2. I'm gonna just leave that. Chat, we're not gonna look for any positions that are off the news, obviously. and then 5-2. So after news comes out, so let this like kick in, does whatever it wants to do. So if so far bottom wick first to see if it flips, or this is like gonna continue down towards the next zone. I think you're breaking that 7-6 soon though. This is what, 100 pips? Yeah, so 7-5 breaks, 7-5 tap. Let's see if we can hold below there. 7-6, right? 7-6 1-1-3. So yeah, around there. So let's see if we can continue to stay below there. So look, you had a pop down, right? So this pop down is like what, 220 pips. So you have a pullback now. So if price were to continue down, the rebreak of low should continue down, right? Because this is a pullback. What price basically just did on the opening, on a 30 doesn't look like it, but on the small time from like the minute, you'll see that price kind of just did something like this, where it came down, right? And then now it's up. That's what price did. So if it comes down again, then that's the rebreak of lows. That should be continuation, right? Because you're breaking a low second time around. And I think below here you have like a range for, what is this? 45 pips, 50 pips. So yeah, that breaks should be interesting. If it doesn't and it holds the 75 zone, doesn't break back below, then as it re-breaks these highs up here, it should continue up. But I don't know if I'm looking for buys above there, or we may be planning for buys above like 08. Let's see what else can I get here, or what else can we get from price. Daily flip, weekly, that weekly and daily. There's a gap on trading view. Yeah, weekly still holding that zone. Daily close week bullish yesterday. Yeah, I think like until it actually breaks like 41.08, I'm still pretty bearish from yesterday. From yesterday's push and London's push. So as long as it holds that high there, right, it's like you can still continue down because these are just like lower highs. This will be considered a lower high too. Now if price like, pay attention to this, because if price is able to break this high here at like 40.95, like it makes a new high, then instead of looking for sells below like this wick at 46.6, we can also look for sells below 47.5, right? Because what happens is this is opening, right? This is what I did. So think of this as like a range here and a range here. If you break the highs, then you got a range up there, right? So you got a range here now. So imagine if like price were to come up or open up, come all the way up, do this, right? We're not looking for sells below here, but instead below here, right? So instead of like looking for them below here, we can look for them here, below 47.5. So it saves us like a bit of a range here. We can grab below here coming down, but that's only if you were to make a steeper high on the one and on this current range here, right? Because it'll make like a range on its own. So there's a possibility of that as well. This thing flips. I think it did flip, but it didn't drive. But as of right now, below here, and I think depending on how it comes down here, so like depending if it's like ranging on the way down, like right now this is pretty good. If it continues to get, if you get another candle looking like this, then the first rebreakout low should be fine. But if it decides to like slow down a little bit and create some ranges on the way down, then I'll wait for the second rebreakout lows. So I'll let you guys know like as we get closer, because I can't really tell off of how these candles are closing. But with the second rebreakout lows, what that means is like we'll wait for price to pop below this range first, right? Pull back and then the rebreak. So the pullback, we're not looking for anything too crazy, just like maybe like 47.3, 47.2 after breaking this low. Basically what you're getting is like this is what happened so far. You come back down below. If you can hold, right, or my bad, if you could break the lows where I can get on the first break, wait for price to pull back, and then a second rebreak. So it'll be like below here or something. Kind of like what we did yesterday in the Zoom for that one trade we took. We wait for the second rebreak. but no wick entry sales or anything, because it's like there's no direction yet, right? You want to see like actual direction come in before you get like wick entry sales and stuff. All right. So yeah, that's kind of what I got today, chat. We're not gonna put like buy stocks and sell stocks, right? But we'll look for positions after post news here. I gotta turn this Nightbot thing off. Holy. Yeah, for finally seeing at the NFP after 2 months. Fuck. That there. All right, cool. That works. $192,000 traders online. Yeah, 197. So yeah, for sure. Like if it comes down now from like the break of 64, 66, we'll wait for the second rebreak. Because look at what I did, right? The thing is, this can also be a steeper high. So we don't know until it can also be a 15 leg candle closure in about 8 minutes. So if you close like leg candle, then you can probably come back down. How did numbers come out? Yeah, you know, I don't even sometimes I don't even check numbers. Assuming it came out negative, right? Or was it a whipsaw? Actual grader is good. Came out bad. Give it bad. Good, good, bad, bad. 3, 2. Or no, 2, 2. Yeah, it came out mixed. Last folder came out negative. Makes sense. Gold's going up. Could still come back down. And then Philly Fed came out negative as well. Yeah, a lot of times when you have like a lot of folders like that, the last folder is wow, maybe like 60% of the time I've seen is the driving direction on price. So if the last folder here comes out like negative like this, then usually like that will be the direction. Maybe 55-60% of the time. It's not too high, but in this case, right, last folder came out negative, this thing end up picking direction to continue up for now. For now. Well, chat. Sorry, I was what up everyone? I was locked in. So weird having NFP on a Thursday, because usually it's on a Friday, but today's on a Thursday. But it's the delayed one from the October, right, or September. 48 days due. Yeah, September. So September's numbers. But I don't see, like, the next one shows the December 16. Oh, so they delayed that one too. That one shows 11 days delayed. So when is the next one? 20th today. '20th today. You don't got nothing. So I guess it's just gonna be on because that's September. Shouldn't there be October's? This is December 16, but this one's only delayed by 11 days. September, October. I don't know. Damn, this is the second last time what happened to people for the urines. Come on, go do some. I think it's gonna move here. It should be a pickup. It wouldn't just like, cause like it was like in this range here. It was in between these areas, and it broke the lows. Also broke the highs too, right? So it should like pick direction. Could get a correction back down. If you do, we'll look forward to that. If it comes up, then we'll look forward to that too. Should be a tradable day though. Did you put your account? Yeah, I restarted with $1,000. I want to follow the 1 2 trades a day rule. Would you count B as one of the trades? Thank you. This is why I don't believe in like the 1 2 days thing, because it's like now you're looking at it as like every trade you take is like 1 2 trades, right? I think it's more so of like it shouldn't be like, first of all, it should be, if anything, 0 to 2 trades or whatever, 0 to whatever. It shouldn't be 1, because then you're like counting yourself to take a minimum of 1 trade. But yeah, I think it's just off of like are you getting your setups right? Like, is price printing what you want to print? And if you notice that price is printing what you want to print like 9 to 10 times a day, then you got an issue, because your strategy might not be accurate enough, or it might not be sharp enough, right? Like, you shouldn't be, some days, obviously, there are days where you could see a lot of trade ideas, but the amount of them that actually, you know, print exactly the way you want to print, like how often does that come in a day? So for me, it's like, I don't know, like sometimes you may see it like 3 times a day, 2 times on average, maybe once sometimes, some days. but it just depends. So like I don't believe in like, you know, taking 1 or 2 trades. It's more so of like, is price printing what you want to print? Like for me, like I told you guys my ideas here, right? So price prints exactly that. That's one idea, right? And I have a trading window. So I have a trading window from like 7 to 10 or to 11 or whatever. Or yeah, 8, my bad, not 7, I'm tripping. 8 to like 10:30, 11. So if I don't get trades within that window, then I'm not trading. Like I'm done. After 11, I'm usually off the charts. So if I get ideas that present within that window, then yeah, I'll take them. If not, then on to the next day, right? But like, how often can you really get ideas that come exactly the way you envisioned it? Like I have one idea now that I'm telling you guys that I'm gonna take if it happens, which is the sells below 6.6. But it's not only sells below 6.6. It's like I want to see price break the lows, pull back, right? And that pullback could be like here, or like here, I'll say minimum, and then the rebreaker of lows, and that'll be my sell. Pullback could be maybe a little steep, maybe a little lower, maybe here off of these zones, and then rebreaker of lows, and that's my sell. Stop, or market X below there. And that's exactly what I'm looking for. It's not like if price doesn't print that and it just like kind of rips down, right? Then I'm still looking for the same play, which is the pullback and then re-break, as long as we have range still, which I gotta figure out right now. I think my next range is below there. Oh yeah, no, it's gonna be 5.2. Or maybe here. What is this? Maybe 5.9. Yeah, maybe 5.9. 5.9, 3, 2, 1. So it's like, that's what we're looking for. So if it's not like the initial, because like if you break these lows, you're probably gonna like get a pop that's a little further than like wherever the low is. So you might come down towards 64, 63, right? And then pull back. So then below like 64, 63, that's like my sell stop coming down. If it gets to a point where it just continues driving down without pulling back all the way down towards 5.9 here, which is like the next major support, or maybe even 5.2, then at that point, I can't look for anything. I gotta look for another idea, which will be probably sells below 5.2. Like I'll look for more ideas below 5.2, which I gotta wait for now because it's probably gonna struggle from at 5.2, or you know, buys back above 9.3 or something after you come down for a bottom wick, right? So it's like you have to like plan those ideas in advance, and when they come, you're taking them with no like hesitation. But if they don't come, then they don't come. But like to say like, oh, only 1 or 2 trades, it's like, you know, I don't know. It's just take what looks good. If we got a 4-hour closure in 10. For closure in 10, this one will have a, well, I guess this first one has a no top wick on the one. But for closure in 10, this one's gonna close bullish. So still in the range. NFP didn't break it out. NFP didn't really do anything too crazy today though. It was like 100% pop down, then like a huge retracement for 280, and then just move back down. I guess like 300-400 pips there. What would the old Don have said about 1-2 trades? Same thing. If you go back to like even like 22 streams, because it's like I didn't make up the 1-2 trades thing, right? That was kind of just like what the industry says, but it's like I'm like it doesn't make sense because first of all it should be 0-2 trades. All right, so I think even like back then I was saying it too, like back in 22, 23. I think 20 and 21 I was still saying 1-2 trades a day. But then eventually I just kept saying like I don't think it matters. I don't believe in it. I think it's good for beginners, like beginners who have no like experience with discipline, or newer traders that, you know, don't understand the concept of probability, because like when you first started trading off, you're kind of just like taking whatever trades you can probably take, right, just to like be profitable. And then after a while you learn to have a trading plan, and then after a while you learn to have a playbook, right? But these are things that kind of solidify your trading. It makes you wait for setups, right? Now you have plays that you're waiting for. You know the difference between probability versus luck. Probability is like things that you can repeat again over and over, right? So yeah, over time you learn that. But when you're first starting off, you don't learn that. So that's why I'm like, it's good for traders who don't understand that concept of trading, and they think that you can just come on and just take a trade whenever and then call it. And, oh look, I made money today, I'm calling it a day. But I think once you learn that concept, it doesn't matter how many trades you take, because you're already disciplined, but you understand the difference. So you're not just gonna take a ram trade. Like I'm not just gonna take something right now just because it's like, oh, I can get a move quick in and out. This move looks like it's gonna be a quick move. Like no, right? I'm gonna wait for the move that I intended to take, which was below 40.66. So that's kind of how I see it. But like 1-2 trades a day, it's like, I don't know, it's like a made up rule. What up, Reggie? No, I haven't taken a trade yet. We're looking for sells below 6.6. Below 6.6. Not bad today though. Like this thing is actually moving pretty decent. Yeah, some volume is just should bark out at between 9 and 10. Yesterday we had a late trade. Yesterday we had a trade at 10:45. So it came a lot later in the day. But it was a good trade though. It was a very good trade. All right, so reapproaching the lows here. So let's see if you get that pop. You want to see price like pop below that 6-6 zone, and then that like lower high form, and then the rebreakout lows. So depending on how far it pops, I'm guessing like 6-4 could be something like around here. So below there probably. And it's only like at the minimum. It's only like, wow, that's actually quite a bit. 30 pips below the rebreakout lows. So it's not the first break. Just because like we're price create a range for coming down. So struggling here at like this 40-76 zone. That's kind of where I was struggling at earlier too. 2 minutes for a forward closure. This one's gonna close weak bearish. So you could get a wick fill first. And then since you're still holding that zone at 76 after a wick fill, you can also just get a continuation up like this. So we'll see what happens on the 1. The 4 shows that we're bullish. So you can, same thing. Like if you get that move on the 1, right, which is just like a bottom wick first and then a bullish pop, because you're holding these zones and you're weak bearish. So bottom wick first. 4 account is just, you know, printing a bottom wick to continue up after a bullish candle, like off of this candle. So it won't be anything different. This is 6-6. Below 6-6. Like you guys will see what I do. Like you guys will see everything that, like when it comes close, I'll break it down again and again and again and again. But we're not even near. We're still far from what I'm looking for. Buying above 82, below 74. I'll wait for confirmation. 15 time frame. Look at 15 time frame. Price is rejecting 40.82. If break and close above buy. You can take those buys, man. Whatever I said, whatever I'm like, I can't just take a position because someone else looking for it. It's like there's like a million opinions in the chat, right? That's the thing about streaming. Like there's gonna be a million opinions. You gotta just look for what you look for. Like I'm looking for what I'm looking for. I don't care what you're looking for. I hope you win, right? But I'm looking for my positions. Otherwise, it's like, what's the point? What's the point of me streaming then? If I'm just gonna come on stream and like take whatever I could, I'm gonna take my position. I'm gonna wait for my sells below 46.6 to break that low, to pull back, and then take the re-break of that low. And for buys, I'll look for buys above 40.91. So not like buy stops at 40.91. I need a closure above. I probably need price to drive up towards. We're not there yet, so we haven't planned it, but probably like somewhere above like 91, above like these highs here. As we start closing above and creating structure, we can start planning for ideas. So the ideas for buys are still like being planned, because right now there's like no set direction on price yet. You're starting to set it because this is also a higher low, right? So you have lows down here, higher lows there, higher lows there. So what you have is like this, right? So if it continues back above 81, then you get this, right? So then above 81, or my bad, not above 81, 91, above 91, or even above 95, above there you got buys going up towards 108. So like that's what I'm looking for, right? But I need to see if price can hold 75 here. I need to see price close above 91. So we're still far away. So those ideas for me are not planned yet. But the sells are set up already, because you have a potential fake out below 74, 75. Because this right here is a range. So if you start breaking back below it, then this is already going to be the fake out, or the lower high, in other words, because the 4-hour time frame is creating some structure, or the 1-hour candles time frame is creating structure. 1 and 4, same thing here. Lower highs, lower highs, lower highs, right? So if you continue down below while holding that high, then you continue down. But if you re-break this high, the chances of you continuing up towards here is a bit higher, this is the point of break of structure. So therefore, structure will shift, and you can look for buys up. But we have like a lot of room going up, right? So it's like, if I'm not looking for 82, doesn't mean I can't look for buys later. I'm just don't have any ideas there yet. I'm looking for just the sells below 6.6. You know what I mean? Cam froze. All right, it should be fixed soon. So let's see. This is like set up nicely. You have like volume. Let's see if you can break below this low here. This is, did a forward make a top wick? No, right? Yeah, no. So yeah, you want to see that pullback out of the way after you break the lows, or beforehand. If you want beforehand and then you break the lows, and then you pull back again, that'll be even better. Because the more pullbacks you have, the better it will be, because all these pullbacks are or could lead to a 4-hour flip, right? So every time you pull back, you're like doing this. So where's the 4 opening? This is the 4 opening right there, right? So like coming from there, anytime you pull back, it could lead to the 4 flip, because the 4 doesn't have a top wick, it just has a bottom wick. So if the more pullbacks you have, the better it will be, because then the more that structure holds. It's like every time you come up, why aren't you driving up? You come back down to re-break the lows, that's like your continuation of price. And then you just continue down. So you got to pull back here, right? So you're thinking like, oh, 4 hours should flip. But if it doesn't, then, you know, lower high. So this thing is just gonna slow down now. Fair play for bouncing back on the real. What that mean? Of course you bounce back. When do I ever not bounce back? No matter what situation, no matter what happens, I always find a way to bounce back. That's what got me here in the first place. You know? Like when I first started trading, everyone was like, you can't be a trader. Like you're only 19. You don't know anything about the world. You don't know anything about the markets, right? And then you kind of just do it. You do it. You gain some experience, right? You make mistakes. You blow accounts, and then you keep blowing accounts, and you keep blowing accounts. Then you know, you just find a way. Like there's always a way, no matter what. So like I don't think I've ever done anything where I wasn't able to get it completed. It might not be the way I want it. It might not be like the most perfect way. Like, but then again, it's like, what's the perfect way, right? But it's like, it might not be the way like you envision it at first, but then you gotta keep adapting, keep adjusting to it. You know, you try new things out. You eventually just find your way through. My way was just like I don't have a positive RR, right? I didn't like just I wouldn't even say follow the crowd because everyone has their own way of trading, but I just kind of learn from my own mistakes. I just do what makes the most sense for me. Like I'm not like a positive RR like low win rate trader, right? I wouldn't even consider myself like a high win rate negative RR trader. I'm just taking what the market gives me, and I got here just off of my own like trial and errors, off of just failing, trying, and eventually getting better over the years. So yeah, there's always a way. Even after the MAM thing, there's always a way. But I don't think I've ever like given up on anything ever. It might not be like, you know, I'll be right back at it, but I think I've learned to kind of, you know, hit the factor reset button. I think as long as you know how to hit the factor reset button, you always get back on your feet and just continue going. I'll tell Go to wait for you. As long as I don't even know how to read that word. As long as your something abilities are elite, it is enough to sustain an FRR. Yeah. I don't know what that word is. I can't read it. But yeah, it sounds about right. As long as there's like something about discipline or something like that. You know, I hate these big words that just like, what do you mean? Like discipline, patience, something like that. I'm assuming. I like using simple words because it's like you can teach simple words to anybody, right? If you're using these big words, it's kind of just like you're like, I don't know. It's like if you can't dumb it down to somebody, like learn to stay in and out of a trade or even stay out for the day. Yeah, just patient, discipline, right? Like having a playbook. Speaking about playbook, I have the second playbook coming out. Hopefully before the end of the month. Hopefully before the end of the month, the second playbook comes out. But it's nothing like the first playbook, so it won't be like as simple. It can't be simple. There's no way. Like the first playbook was the most simple thing I could have done. But the second one, yeah, there's no way. This is too much concepts in our trading for me to make it simple. There's a chart though we can follow, but it's more like it's like everything that I do in trading, or at least as of right now. And then every 3 years or something we'll update it. I think the last one came out in 22, so this one coming out in 2025. So yeah, 3 years. And then that should be free. Playbook should be free. Playbook should be free. I'm not gonna charge for a playbook. I will search for you for 2 weeks. Miss you. Miss you too, man. As opposed to algorithm. But we're all algos. Or you're basically your own algo when you trade. Like you're trading like the algo. The way your mind's set up. It's like if you see XYZ, you're taking this play. Or if you don't see XYZ, then there's nothing there for you to take. What'd you ask? Where can I get the first playbook? It's on my old site, controlfx.com, but it's gonna be on a new site, the new playbook. It's not gonna be on the old site. It's a new DVS site. So I think I cut ties with ControlFX. He did some like bad business, so I want to stay out the mix, you know. But everything in like ControlFX is gonna be on our old site, and then we're gonna put everything on the new site. Yeah, I was thinking to move. 4-hour closure, 4 opening here. It's like it doesn't want to give us a trade every time I stream. It's okay though. 4 bottom wick, filling the wick up now. So let's see if we can hold the 76 zone to continue up. You did get a bottom wick. It wasn't the entire fill. So yeah, it could continue up today. And if it does continue up, then just watch out for above 98. I don't really have like a set plan yet for the buys. Nah, the CFX side, the reason I'm getting rid of it is just it's too much. I think it's just too much like information on the site. Like it's just I want to make things simple for like traders to learn and for them to experience. Like I hate the new way of like everyone's doing things where it's a funnel. It's like everything's a fucking funnel. Like, you know, let me funnel your course. The amount of DMs I get for funneling and prop firms. 2 most annoying DMs. Cause I was like, oh, you wanna funnel your course. I was able to bring this guru that I'm not gonna. It's like sometimes like popular gurus, sometimes not, right? And it's like I was able to make them 200-300K a month funneling this way. Do you want yours to look like that too? I'm like, no, I don't want to look like no scammer. What the fuck are you talking about, right? And half the times these gurus can't even trade. Like they don't even know. Like they're not even trading. They're just marketing, right? So like, I can't really. It won't work for me. Like I'm not marketing anything. I'm just trading. But it's like, those are all DMs I get. It's all just funneling DMs and prop firm DMs. Do you want me to funnel your funnel? And half the time it's just a landing page, right? And then like how it works is like, so to buy someone's course now, you gotta kind of run your course through a little like interview or a little like questionnaire, or actually no, it's a questionnaire first, and it asks you like how much you make a month, how much you make, how much are you willing to put into trading, and if you put below $1,000 or whatever, they're not gonna want you to buy your course because they're probably not gonna buy it if you're going if people who have put like 4 or 5K, and they'll be like, okay, cool, so we'll give you this price for the course, okay, 3.5K, here, take it, give me your money, right? So it's kind of how it is with the funnels. But you can learn for free, man. Like you can just sit on streams all day and just collect information from all these different traders, because every trader has a different approach. So that's like the beauty behind it. You can go on my stream, collect some data, go on this other guy's stream, collect some data, go on that person's stream, collect some data, and then make your own strategy. Like that's the best way to go about it. But try not to like follow just one trader, one person's approach. Like at least experience the other approaches. Because like when I first started trading, I was swing trading, right? And I was also positive RR trading. I can guarantee you half the people in my chat who talk about why you have an negative RR, it takes out 10 trades within one. It's like, have you tried negative RR? Have you put effort into it? So it's like, you know, at least like experience or try to get a different perspective on it. It wasn't possible for of course, yeah, because I mean it's like a lot of people think like free stuff is not like good stuff. That's what they say. Free stuff is not good stuff. If it's free, it's useless. If it's free, it's like not high quality product. It's the same dudes that be going on Black Friday sales and shit. It's like there's no Black Friday sale. For people asking about Diva So One, there's no Black Friday sale. There was never, ever, ever a sale for my products. But the same people go on sale. It's like, why are you selling value, right? Or why should value go on sale? If anything, it should go up on Black Friday. Hopefully not in our Yap session chat. Might be the 5th stream in a row where we had nothing, but still got some time. I'll be here for like, I usually get off at around 11, so like 10:45. We still got a lot of time. It's not even NYC yet, so hopefully NYC like brings us something. I've only been taking like, or we've been averaging like 3 trades a week. So the odds of us getting a trade on a stream day is obviously lower. But this week I have 1 trade. I had nothing on Monday. Tuesday nothing. It was ranging. Wednesday it was decent. Thursday, today, we'll see, and then tomorrow's Friday. But last week I got 3. The week before 3. The week before 2, 2, 2, 2, 1, 2, 1, 4, 1. You know, so it's been around there. if you don't use CFX file, you change the logo. I think we're just gonna take it down and then move the stuff over to the new one, or whatever stuff we do decide to move over. But it should be simple. Like, it should be pretty. The new site should be like pretty easy to use. No funneling, none of that bullshit. No, just want the playbook? There's the playbook. I'm getting approx $9 profit every month on 1K account. Is that good? Yeah, if you're making money, of course it's good. What kind of question is that? Is it good? You making money? It's good. Yeah, Dom, I've been making like, I've been catching like 100 pips a month, 300 pips a month. You think that's good? Of course it's good. Why wouldn't it be good? Are you still chill with Elvis? Of course. Yeah, Elvis helping work on the playbook. I talked to Elvis like last week. Elvis is cool. What's Dove? What's DOV? You still left fund. All right, coming down again. NYC here, so let's see what this does. Pop down for 35 pips. So let's see if we can come down and break these lows again. And then eventually 6-6, that'd be nice. I think the 1 hour candle flip bearish again after a top wick. So you had a bottom wick first, you got a top wick. So what price is doing right now is like it did this, came up, and now it's doing this, right? So let me actually just redo it. So here, this is the 1 hour opening. Came down for a bottom wick, came up for a top wick, and now it's here. So if it decides to re-break the lows here, it should take you down towards the 1 hour lows. Can we actually look for something below the current lows? From here to here is 49. Yeah, you can probably look for something here. I think as long as you can get a tap into like 80. If you can get like a pullback to 80, 80.46, then you come back down to re-break that low at that current 1 hour low, which is going to be here at 71. Then below 71 could be a second re-break of lows, not like a sell stop directly, but the second re-break. So same thing that we're applying down at 6.6, we can move it up towards here. But I think only if you get like a lower high in these ranges here at 80. If you don't, then we'll look for just the same play below 6.6. All right, because below here is like a 40 to 50 pip range. So that's pretty good of a range. And yeah, we'll see how what happens after that. Okay, so you're gonna pull back here. Let's see. Pullback will also be a 30-minute flip too. So 30-minute candle will then flip bullish. And then the re-break of the lows at like 40, 74 should rip you down below 71. And then below 71, we'll look for the same thing. So just like a pop below 71, a pullback, and then the re-break. So literally the same trade we took yesterday. Same idea. And then our sell stop would be like, or market X would be like wherever that first low is. So yeah, you do want to see it rip below 71. How much was that pullback? 78. If it can tap 80, that'll be a lot better, because then we can get rid of that 30-minute flip. Move it out the way. Can we get it 80? You said down S&P to the moon. By the way, Don, I bought the subscription, Twitch subscription. Why I banned that date? I think G said it already, man. You're just like tweaking, saying some weird shit that kind of is TOS too at the same time. Not even TOS, even. It's just like, just some weird shit in general, bro. Like, I can't even give it the word TOS. It was just, so you know, I'm not trying to be on streaming like to see like, you know, weird messages like that. So I figured, let me just ban him. Maybe he'll learn. Like, I don't know. Actually, I think even not for streaming, not even on like Twitch, just in general, if those are your thoughts, bro, yeah, I don't know. It's not what I wanted to wake up at 8:30 in the morning and see. I'm still waiting for it to break below the range. It's just it's been stuck in this like range between 91 and 74, so it should break out. I mean, you had a push, you have volume, just haven't broken out. Yeah, the good thing is you tap 80, so instead of looking for below 66, we can look for something below 71 later on instead. If you decide to come back down below 71, if not, then I don't have plans for buys yet, but I'm assuming above like 95 or something like that. We'll start planning ideas, but we're not up there yet. Let me see about what I can remove here. There's a lot of zones. Something at 80. I don't know if we even need all of this. What's my major zone here? 74. I'm gonna leave something here. And then I'm gonna leave something down here. At these zones. What up, Alex? Twitch and Kick was asked for me. 6 months on there. There's no traction. I like Twitch. It was chill. But it just wasn't what I wanted to do, like all day. Cause I was spending a lot of hours on Twitch. It was like 6 to 8 hours streams, so it was long. It was like half my day. I'm like, it was just too long. W pain to power. W pain to power. Will he trade? Yeah, we're looking for a trade. Like, I'm just, it hasn't printed yet. So I'll be here for another hour, like until 10:40. And if you get something, then great. If you're not, then we'll call it. But I can't force it, or I can't just take it just because I want to stream. That's like me taking a funnel deal or a prop firm deal. It's like, what's the point? I lived my whole life without taking no deals. Why would I do one now? Or at least scam me deals. I'm gonna get some wire chat. Give me 1 second. I love being online. I just had business all real life, and I had to stop streaming. W burnt. Is Badger still doing the journal for you? If not, I can help with sheets and stuff. Elvis is kind of helping me, but yeah, hit me up on Instagram or join a DVS group and then the Discord and then put a support ticket and I'll just add you as a contact. Yeah, for sure, because we're working on a playbook right now, so it should be a lot of stuff coming after the playbook comes out. I've been holding off on the playbook for a while, just like I just wanted to release it at a better time than when I first came back. I was gonna release it when I first came back this year, but thankfully I didn't. I think now it makes more sense to release it because now I have like basically the whole trading year under my belt, or this whole year done. So yeah, it makes more sense now than before. Guys, do you think daily could be bullish and retest yesterday's highs? I don't know, but gold is used to do this. The daily could be bullish and retest yesterday's highs. Yeah, it could. There's a wick fill, right? There's a wick fill there. I think if it breaks above like 08, you have range. So I think it's more so about like, can you make your way up above 96 and then above 108? Like once you start doing that and you start creating structure, because look at where you break structure on the small time frame. You break it right here at like 4108. So you break 4108, that's your continuation up, right? That's your buys up afterwards. So yeah, I think there's a possibility. I wouldn't count it out. Gold could do anything. So let me just redo this, but it looks like you're holding at like 74, like that's the zone you're struggling at, and this is the first time you did something like that's out of that cycle, because the price has been printing the same cycle over and over again, which is just like holding these zones here and holding these zones, right? So to see it like spike above here, it didn't break above here yet, but at least here there's a chance that this could start to move now. So either like it continues to stay up, or this is like, you know, some small time from fake out to continue back down. That can also happen as well. But you came above there. So yeah, if it comes back down below that 74 zone, we can look for sells below 74 after you start to create structure below. And that's something we can look for. But, you know, same play we're still kind of looking for here. Whenever it decides to print. Is this a leg candle? No. Yeah, but that new journal, I think I'm still using the TBJ journal. It's just that I'm probably gonna change the colors because this is like that CFX font that I don't think I like anymore. It's just kind of hard to look at. It's just a green, neon green, pink or purple, black. Look at this one. Like, just too much. Like, too much. Oh yeah, this is the old playbook right here. This is the playbook poster for those. So someone asking earlier. You can get the full playbook on the CFX website. It's free. Just gotta, I think, put your email in or make an account. But yeah, it was this. It's kind of impossible for me to do this now. Cause I think now the new playbook, what it does is it shows you, like here was just kind of like, this is what we're doing. Sell stop below here, stop loss above the highs for a breakout after you get a small wick. Now it's more, the playbook 2.0 is like, how do we find out if this is valid? Because not all of them are valid, right? So this was like good, but you're limited. You're like, there wasn't much details. There was a lot of like missing details that could make you more like efficient and sharper. So the new one gives you that approach, or it tells you the approach. Notion? I have Notion, but not everyone has Notion, right? Okay, so you're pushing here. You're breaking above the highs. So good. That's nice. From 9.7, it shows you have range to 108. How much range is this left? Yeah, 6 more pips. Okay, yeah. So I think what we'll look for here, chat, is this is the first breakout, right? Yeah, so I don't think I'm looking for anything between 96 and 108. I think if anything, it'll be, okay, maybe above, if this is a high here and it pulls all the way back to like, let's say like 86 or like 91, if that happens, then sure. Because then if it's a fake out, then it shouldn't come back up to re-break the highs. So then that would be a higher low. And then buys above here would be great. If it just continues to rip up, then above 108. I look for more ideas above there. So we'll probably wait for like price to close above there and then pull back, create a higher low, hold, and then the re-break of those highs. I think above 108, you have clean traffic till $31, $32, which is that daily, who is it? Alex, that daily zone that you mentioned, the daily wick fill. So yeah, above 108, that's what it shows. But I need to see a pullback. So either like you get one here before going up, or you get one above to continue. If it doesn't pull back, then not much I can do about that. I think that's what I'm looking for, because I'm afraid that there's still a small chance that this can be a fake out. So I want to see I get like be knocked out the way. But for the sells, if that happens, then instead of like below these zones, I think below like here, below like 82, we can look for something below there if it comes back down that steep. But this move was pretty bullish. Like, it was pretty strong, so it's favoring the bullish side right now. Yeah, so let's see if this can break 108. 108 was just like the previous resistance here, right? So it's a zone where you may see price struggle at, which is kind of what it's doing right now. Just rejected off of that zone. And this range was like 109 pips up, so pretty decent range. Pretty decent, pretty decent. I use dark mode. Yeah, I don't like it. It's okay. It's just like, it's weird. It's weird looking. I'm not used to it. All-time high today? You are smoking crack or something, man. What do you mean all-time highs today? You know, all-time highs is 43.85. We're at 41.08. I mean, it's possible if you're smoking crack. Because that's a big push, man. That is a big push. I think you can continue up today. You can definitely continue up today, but all-time highs. Dreaming. Falling. Is that how the song goes? ID him? For real. What do you know? Let me give you your flowers that I can watch you. I really learn a lot from you. Would never miss your stream. I don't usually take your trades, but I gain a lot of knowledge. Thank you, man. Just joined your channel. Looks to be of great help in education. Thank you, man. Hi, Don. What's up? Good to see you, sir. Long time. So yeah, this is, you see how it's coming down right now? Okay, now we're actually starting to move a little bit. So like you can kind of feel like the shift in like the charts. So yeah, let's see if this is a fake out, right? Let's see if this is a fake out. If it ends up being a fake out below, I'll say, what I have again? Is it below 86? What did I have? Yeah, 86, I'll say. Below 86 would be something that we could look forward to. Obviously not the first break, but, you know, break, pull back break. But you see the difference in movement? If no, then I'll try my best to explain it somehow when it happens. But you just, sometimes just because you're moving doesn't mean it's the move. Right? Like that move up could be the move, but now it's like now that you come back down for a higher low, it's like, okay, if you come back up again, that's for higher low. Yeah, high chance you are to continue up. But this entire move up, there's no pullback, there's no liquidity, right? On the push, it was just kind of a constant movement up. So this is the first deep pullback you have. This is like the first test that we have here. So if this is a zone, now that we're breaking back into the range, it's still a little early to say. This can still come up. So I'm not looking for sells anywhere here. But now if it were to continue back below 86 down. So instead of like, we moved today from what, 6.6 to 7.4 now to 86 because we're making new ranges above. So you can shift that zone up as well for the sells, right? But again, this could still be a higher low. So that's why there's no sells here. You can still come up. And if you do, above 108, or no, what am I saying? Is it 108? Yeah, above like 110. Above like here could be ideas. Above 110, you have this clean traffic push up towards 16. And then 18. And there's something here. I'm a little unsure of what's going to happen here. I have no idea. I'm just going to block it out and treat it as like just a resistance though, like right here. So yeah, you have clean traffic till 118 above 110. So then from 110, we'll look for buys until 118. If not, then 1 hour flips bearish below 186. And it can flip bearish. Is it the one? No, it's not the one. It's the 15. 15 closure in 3. 1 hour closure in 3 as well. Yeah, so you definitely need a pullback because then the 30 minute will open up with no, or 1 hour will open up with no top wick. So you need a top wick or you need to come down towards 86 and pull back either way to clear that idea of the 1 hour flipping because the 1 hour is going to flip bullish, right? So if the 1 hour flips bullish here, if the 1 hour closes bullish here, you're expecting the next one to do what? Right? To continue up. But if you open up and you come down right away, you're now worrying about the 1 hour flipping. So that's why like the idea of that pullback at 86 is good because if you were to come down for a bottom wick first, pull back, and it looks like this, and instead of like flipping bullish and driving like it should be doing, it re-breaks its own lows. What's happening now? Now you opened up, bottom wick first, you retraced the re-breakout lows, that's your sell down towards the 7.2, 7.5 zone. While on the smaller time frame, you're creating like somewhat of a fake out, like on a 5 in the minute. So that's kind of like my thought process behind that below 86. All right, chat. So yeah, get ready here. We could get positions the beginning of the 1 hour candle. How much does that it need to drive? It needs to drive 70 pips, 80 pips. All right, 1 hour opening. Yeah, top wick. Let's see how steep that is. The steeper, the better. If not, then either way, we gotta wait for a pullback below 86 anyways. So I'm guessing if it breaks below 86, it's gonna give you a pop a little further down. So you could get like an 82 zone or something. And then 82, you wanna see a pullback to 86, let's say. All right, but I don't know where the first rejection will be. Could still be a higher low too, so those like that lower high that we're waiting for is very, very key. That 1 hour time frame is still respecting. Like if this is a lower high, this is a lower high, this is a lower high, it didn't break. It's still holding. So this can be a lower high still to continue down to 4. Right? So I think above 110, yeah, that's like a breaker structure for sure. Above that high there. Above there, we buys. So you got a lower high here so far. The 1 hour flip. Did it flip? Yeah, 1 hour flipped. Made a high here. Flipped and made a steeper top wick. So it should continue up on the 1. And if it breaks this low, that's 1 low being broken. And then you got clean trap to 86, below 89. And then 89 below there, or 86. We need a pop though. You want to see volume, right? You don't want to just see it like ranging here. Hopefully, don't range here. Do you have any more news today? I think it was just 10 a.m. orange folders. Yeah, 10 a.m. You had existing home sales, which just came out. And that's it. Natural gas storage is at 10:30. So 1 hour flipping again, right? So it should be able to fill the wick up. That's what it's supposed to do. It also just broke the highs here. Could get a fake out. Why was NP good but gold bot? I think came out mix. It was not good. Came out mix. The last one came out negative. I don't think it matters how it comes out though. It's just like price action. What is price printing? So it came out mixed, right? It may not be the direction for the rest of the day. The day could still technically come down. I mean, you're only halfway there from where you were earlier. So you could still just directly come down. I think it could be anything today still. Until you break like 110. As long as you're below 110, it can still come down. Today's daily leg candle? No, it can't be. It's too much of a bottom wick. If this candle doesn't do anything, then we're going to range for a little bit here. Because this broke the highs, right? So like this should continue up or fake out. It wouldn't just like break out that mini range for no reason. So it should be a fake out or continuation up. fake out. I guess it's the fake out. So fake out. Got more volume here. It's not really like glitching. Kinda. So let's see if you can break 6-6 now. You want to see it break 6-6. I'm guessing, or A6. What am I saying? A6, and then I'm guessing A6 could take you down towards A3 for the first low, and then pull back towards A6, and the rebreak at A3 would be a sell stop. How much is this candle? That was 72 pips. So yeah, you have some volume here. A6 got tapped, so let's see if you can push. You want to see a pop below A6 here, or yeah, A6. You want to see a pop here. So I'm guessing let's put something here. That's just like the next minor support, right? So it could be like anywhere here. And then pull back from where that low is. So get ready, chat. Could get a trade like right now. So not yet. I wouldn't say yeah. That was like 84. It's not bad, but I wanted to see like a little further than that. So just be a bit patient here. It's already 10. If you're patient on morning, there's no point just throwing it all away now, right? It's like, what was the point? All right, there's the pop. So now let's wait for the pullback. That was the pop that we were looking for. Let's wait for the pullback, and then the rebreak of this low coming down towards the, I think breaking could probably be around here. Around like 40.80. I think that's a 4-hour flip zone. So there's the pullback. So now very important how it rebreaks the lows. You want to see it like instantly come down. You don't want to see it slowly come down. If it does, then we'll just move it down towards below 79 instead, right? Because this is a pullback. It was a pretty quick pullback. So yeah, the rebreak of this low should be our market X. And then the break even would probably be like 40.80. I think this is a leg candle kind of in a way. We can probably attempt TP around like 40.76. I think it's going to be like a 57 pip TP. So yeah, this line right here from entry to here will be 15 pips. That'll be a break-even zone. And then trail stop zones will be like around here. Yeah, so that's 14, that's like 25, right? But you got a pullback. So now pay attention to the way it comes down, because you want to see it like rapidly come down. You don't want to see it to like see it move slowly down. Otherwise, you're going to do the same thing, which is wait for price to break below 80, pull back, and re-break. One hour could still flip, right? It's still a bullish candle, but now you have like, yeah, a lower high here on the way down, and then you have a lower high here if this is a lower high. What was my TV? 76, 75. So no trades yet, but I think that was the closest one that we got to so far today. Lots of volume in the opening though. It was like 110 pip pop down and then 9 pip retracement. Overall count was like 130. I think like 2021 here, 22 would have had a buy stop like around the flip for sure. Something we would have done in the past. So kind of slow on the way down here. Let's see if it picks up. Top wick. Something like that. What's this? 88.68. It's around there. I don't think we need that. I can leave 98 there. That's the high. Something tells me since it's like kind of like starting to like create another range here, we may have to move the zone down a little further. So below like 78.9. You don't have like a leg count on the one, but you can treat it like one. Below 79 down towards the bottom, the wick here. It's like a 69 pip or 70 pip wick. 75. $15 close above this range here. So it's a bearish, it's like a weak bearish candle, like a weak bullish or bearish bullish, because it's a bearish candle that's holding this zone. So you can get a wick fill first on the opening. So price opens up, first thing it does is like come down for a bottom wick. You can get a bottom wick first, and after a bottom wick, it can flip like this. All right, that's a possibility. Or it could be a smart bottom wick. So a bit more weight in here. What position, Jay? Lower high. Yeah, we need a lower high here. Or you need volume here at this point. So we'll probably be here till like 10:40. And they're like 17 minutes. Or am I saying 23 minutes? And we'll see if it picks up, because you can't need it to pick up. Otherwise, you're trading with no volume. What's up, man? Through for while being on stream, wait for one remove a little content. Wait, why are you still trading then? Three for 4? You took 3 trades today during the NY session, and you're still in the charts. Why? Can we get a re-break here? So I don't think we're looking for the first break in more chat, but I think a little below it, like 80, below 80 is what we're looking for. Because this that move that we're looking for earlier was like after this pop here, right after the volume. So we need like back to back, like we need continuations, and it wasn't continuations. It was like a rejection, back up, range. So if it slowly creeps down to re-break the lows here, then we'll let it drive. And if it's able to push through from here straight down past 79, then below 79 could be the same play we're looking for here. All right, so we're looking for the same play just below, but you do want to see volume. I think the 4 flips there too. Tell me about your award, what my forgiveness award. C4, yeah, I remember you. I can tell by the display pic. I just started trading. Does it always say this long enter a trade? Oh yeah, get used to it. It's not always this long. Sometimes it's like longer. Sometimes it's less. Sometimes we get on the chart, it's 8:30. You get an idea right away. But it's up to the markets on like how that prints, right? Like the way we have things set up today, there's just been nothing I can really take. But some days you come on and it's like automatic. You get an idea right away. You get a position right away. But that's just based on the market. It's like our levels are placed where they're placed, and we're waiting for certain things to break out and move a certain way because we need this in order to do that. So that's why, yeah, some days it could be late. Like yesterday we had one at 10:45. We're on it for like 3 hours. So whatever happens within that 3 hour time span could be our trade. Did you hear about I don't know, I'm not on the internet. I'm not really on the internet. I mean, I'm on the internet, but I'm not like, I don't have TikToks. I don't know. I'm grunk now, man. I can't even keep up. Oh, I'm fixing the cam. Did I put some weight on? You call me fat? Yo, fuck you. No, I think I've been like 155, 160 for like a while now. Like for like 2 years now, I think. I've been at that same weight for like ever. I used to be like 130 though. Like when I was like 21, I was like 135, 140. And then I worked all that summer and I went to like 155 and I've been at like 155, 160. Where's my camera at? This thing is not working. I think the app closed. Hold on. We're pushing back up again, so watch out for that break above 105 or 110. Ken, you've been since I first started streaming. Yeah, so you probably see when I was like 130. This week's been choppy. Yeah, it's been choppy. Like we only had one trade this week, and it covered up for the whole week, I think, in terms of our averages. So, that was yesterday, but I don't know. We still got a lot of time, kind of like it's starting to move. I wouldn't call it day done. I don't think you've moved for the day yet, though. I don't think we have like actual trending direction yet. Camera should be fixed in a second here. Need a free prop? Your own personal trading account, man. Your own live account. Better than any fund account company out there. You get to fund it yourself. What's wrong with that? There's nothing wrong with starting over with like $1,000. No, Cam, I'm trying to. It should be loading back up. Com FX. You we got a fake out here. Is that I think that's a leg candle on the 32. You have a leg candle on the 30. Yeah, on the 30 you got a leg candle. And this was somewhat of a fake out. So this should be good to, or as long as this continues down towards the bottom of the range here, we can look for positions. If you can get, it's not be a long shot, but if we can get, because right now we're looking for below 79, right? We were looking for 82 earlier, but 79 here because of the way we came up. If you flip here first, come up back up above this range here, this candle flips bullish like this, then as you come back down below 90, we can look for something, because then this is a leg candle, but you need to come up first. You need to break above that range, if that even happens. Let's see. So there's 6. I think there could be something here too. There could be something below 85. You probably want to see it break 85 first and then pull back up towards here, 90. So if you can push a little past 85 here, pop back up towards 90, the re-break of here could be good. Below 85 down. It's starting to glitch again, right? So I think this exceeded this range so far in terms of distance and continuations. So yeah, there's definitely volume here again at 10:30. If you get a pullback beforehand, then we can look for them ideas from here down. If not, then below 79. It's just because 79 is like a, I wouldn't say a strong level, but it's a level where you've had a lot of rejections in the past. Right, and the only idea we had earlier was if you were to yeah, this is good too. Like if this can pull back up towards 88 and this is the low, the re-break of this low could be an idea for sells. Which you broke straight through. Yeah, so now you're approaching 79, so I don't think we can grab anything here. But 79 here, this is a zone where you've had rejections in the past, right? So if it's able to push through, then you should be coming down towards like 76 zones, like down here next. And we're looking for that same play, just a breakthrough, pullback, and re-break out of those with the volume. But you see like this shift in like direction and the way we're moving down now, like all of this entire range got cleared out within like 1, 2, 3, 4 candles, right? So this entire like 31 candles, 31 minutes got cleared out within like a 5-minute time span. So that's an indication of volume and indication of direction. 4 candle flips bearish here, right? So yeah, now you broke below that 78 zone. So let's see if you can get a pullback here. If you can pull back towards like 82 and then you come back down to re-break the lows instantly at 77, then that could be a sell stop. And target could be like 72, 82 down here. So that's a pullback. That happened way too. I couldn't even say it. I was gonna say, let's put let's market X on the re-break of lows. That's fine though. You have another low here. You got to pull back. So if this couldn't come back down to re-break this low, we'll look for the sell strat below 76. Okay. So get ready to market X. I can't put a pending order because I'm copying trades to multiple accounts. So it fucks up my positions, but I'm going to market X. And then you're looking at target this zone here. So it's going to be like a 30 pip target from 76 down to 72. That'll be the position. You could be more aggressive and put it down at 68. I think that's the 4-hour candle or the 4 support. But I'm just going to leave the target here at 72.98. Cool. So the re-break of this 1-hour candle chat will be the position, okay? You gotta pop through, you gotta pull back. So you want this to retest the lows pretty quick. Like you don't want it to be slow and sluggish, or otherwise you're gonna have to wait for 72 to break and wait for the same thing below there. So get ready. So whenever you decide to re-break that low. And then break even would be like right around here. That's at 17 pips. All right, so market X there as you rebroke that low. TP, I'll leave it down here at 34 pips. Break even would be like right here at this point. So once you tap that next white line here, that's break even. And then we'll just continue to trade on stops till TP. So not that one, the next free break. We'll move stops to break even. I think we got like, what was that? 17, right? So the rebreak that low should be able to rip straight through towards the TP. Cause like once you break below there, it's like, or at least like 7,341. And that's the entire wick fill. So our TP is like actually slightly above the wick fill by a bit. I think by like 5 pips. So no, I didn't go break even yet. I'm gonna wait for that to re-break the lows, but it nearly tapped it, came very close, or basically tapped it. Based on the 1, it should be able to rip through. If worst case, before 11. I think next zone below 7,270 if you want to extend TP. I'm gonna leave it here though. So still in there. Five leg candle. You say it way too quick. I think we had time. I think it was just like I expected like a stronger pop, like straight through, at least towards 7-2. And I wanted to see it like clear that zone directly, because it was actually like a little. It was a little lower. I think it was at it was something here. Where is it? There was like something right here, down at like right here. So there was like a little more range. I think I moved my break even like a little higher towards 74. So we're in drawdown here. Still 1 hour still open. 1 hour can still obviously close bearish, and you can still get a 15 flip or a 5 flip here. So it's the first minute of the 5. So let's see how this 5 closes. Forward candle can still reflip and drop through. That's the idea as well. The main idea behind the trade is the 1 hour time frame and the 4. Those are the two things I was looking at. Because the 4 spent like kind of all morning creating a top wick, and looking at the 4, it also still respected these highs here, right? So if you respect the highs on morning and then you create a structure on the way down, this thing I'm expecting to continue down towards the bottom of the ranges here, towards like 60 zones, 67 zones, right? 5-2 zones, like to fill that entire range completely. So yeah, we're still in there, chat. wouldn't be worried yet until we actually like start breaking structure. Like if it breaks like, you know, 110, then yeah. I think stops wise, I didn't get to mention that, right? So our entries are at 7.6 or no, what is it? 7.654, 5.2. I think stops could be like up here at 41, 30, 34, and then we'll manage risk above like 41.05. Above 41.05, if it closes above there, create structure above there, we'll get out. But yeah. Still, oh yeah, also no pineapples yet. It's like nowhere near pineapple territory. It's still way too early to get a pineapple because we need structure to print, right? Five is struggling to flip here. I don't want to see a closed leg count though. You have 2 minutes left for that, so I prefer a weak bullish candle closure. And then you have a 15 bearish candle closure, which has a wick fill. So it should be able to fill that wick. So yeah, don't mind these zones here. This is just like our break-even zone. So you're starting to form like a little bit of structure. You have like a low here. You have more lows here. Still holding that for a high though. 30-minute closure or 15 closure right now. It's gonna be a weak bearish candle. You do want to see it close like respecting these highs at least. The move up is actually it's decently pushing up. It's like not too weak, but let's see if this thing makes a low here, and if so, like how strong would this move be? Because if you get like a minute candle that clears out down to 83, let's say, then it should be coming down before 11. If it's slow, then it could be making more higher lows, which means there could be a steeper retracement. $15 closed bearish, but it's not like the craziest bearish closure. It's still below here, so you still got a wick fill. But let's see how fast this thing creates a higher low. So far, it's not bad. 30 minute candle, some minor support here. You need to see this candle close back below 82 here. And then below 82, you got to clear 80. And below 80, you're back down towards like the entry. Hopefully get a runner. I mean, yesterday we said the same thing. It went straight towards TP. But TP, I only have it at 74. I don't really have it anywhere else. 74, which is like nearly the rebreak of the 4 lows. A bit more higher low here. If it's a higher low, higher low, higher low, if this could continue down, that'll be the higher low for a new low. this could still flip, right? This could be a higher low. So you could get a pullback here. I think it'll be better if you hit a retracement and then you come back to rebreak, then the structure becomes a bit stronger. This high here. Because right now it's like the first time you're pushing down, so this thing can still flip and drive up. So yeah, you get a pullback, rebreak the lows. That second rebreak of low should be able to give you that drive. There's something here in the 5. It's holding so far. Let's see if it can continue to hold 82, 85. Starting to glitch a little bit. You do need to break this low. Oh, cool. The low got broken. So let's see if you can get, what time's a 5 closure in 2 minutes? So maybe the next 5 closure can give you a rip. Something like that. 1 hour still open. 4 hours still open, obviously. Could be a leg count on the 4 maybe. But you got a lot of time. Until then. You got a retracement. So I think this is the first retracement or maybe the second retracement. Higher low, higher low. Let's see if this is another higher low formed. 5 needs to close bearish though for it to continue pushing down. Oh, it's 15 pips away from break even. Five close bearish, yeah. It wasn't like completely below here, but still like below that 82 zone, so that's good. So let's see this 5 can continue down. And then you have 10 minutes for a 1 hour closure. So you need a 1 hour close bearish too. Might be missing a top wick here though in these zones. So you can still get one. Pretty good at lower high though. Or at least so far it looks like could be a lower high. On the new 5, 30 pip top wick, so whenever you decide to flip. Eight minutes. Can we get something like this? That'll be a bit, huh? 220 pips in 8 minutes. We saw it happen yesterday. 5-minute closed leg candle. Where is this one? Could get a steeper wick here. Let's drag TP down towards this zone here. I think we're still gonna like trail stops on the way down, either way. But let's just leave it there just in case it does rip below 74 down towards like these body areas. So let's see if this is in their top wick here on the 5 in these zones. See what happens there. You want to see a hold there technically, because that was your previous high. But you should get a mirror of this. That move from there. 5 close bullish, below the range though. So this as well right here could also be a lower high. So like in these, like when you're looking in the range like this, you want to pay attention to like how heavy the candles are driving in either direction, right? So like look at the candles going up versus the candles going down. Well, it looks like it's pushing stronger at the moment. I'll say it's still bullish unless this candle rips, but I'll say like these pushes up have been a lot heavier than these pushes down, right? For now. So once you see that shift, let's say this candle starts to like close like this. Okay, cool. 1, you're breaking structure, and 2, that's a pretty large candle, right, for volume. So then you would expect it to just continue in that direction, in that form. So this is okay. Like it's still okay. I don't think it's larger than this. It's still the same movement. You do need to see it break below here. I think that's when you'll start to like see pushes. And obviously, when you look at a higher time frame, whenever you start to get those glitches in those candles, I'll let you guys know what I'm talking about. Hold on. Let's see if you can get a glitch. So it's still like hovering. Still not yet. No glitch. Not yet. Still hovering. There's something at like that 78 zone. You gotta see this 1 hour shift below there. And then hold that, and then that could be a start of a glitch. So there's a breakthrough. Now you need a pullback here to 80 to 78. All right, there's a pullback. Okay, so now you need to re-break that low, and this is when it comes down to like can tell if it's a glitch or not. Like glitching just like it's fucking fluttering. That's all that means. It just flutters. Oh, I gotta get ready here actually because break even might be it. Yeah, break even be down here, John. Still not glitching. Like it's still kind of slow. Still kind of slow. So came down though. It's pretty volatile. There's decent. This is a pretty large push in the minute, right? The shift down is pretty decent. I mean, yeah, I should be able to shift down. Still not glitching. Still slow. Something tells me this might, and you do want to see a glitch down towards the break even, because then we'll be in a much better position at trail stops. If it just like flutters down, it's like chance of hitting break even after moving starts to be is a lot higher. This came down to a little in profit again, 4 pips in profit again, but wasn't a drive. You do want to see that pop. Still holding 82 though, or I keep saying 82, 78. So that's good. 78 is like right here. You want to see it revert these lows. You don't want to see it break above 78, so that because there might be another 1 hour pullback if it does. Still not glitching. Still slow. Break even is 74.69, and trail stops is gonna be like below here. Right, so still glitching, or not glitching, still hovering. Might sound like gibberish to a lot of people who are new to the stream here, but hopefully I can show a good example of it. Glitching up. It's not a good thing. Still slow. It can also glitch after we pass 73, which will be good too because we'll trail. The re-break of the low should be break even though. That's like 5 pips in the re-break, and then we'll get like, I think 17, 18 in profit. We'll move stocks to break even, and we'll see how it rejects off of 74. Oh, could be a glitch. One more push and it'll be a glitch. All right, there's a glitch. That is the glitch. Now just continue trailing, continue. We're out. So you see the glitch there? That was like the move that we're like kind of expecting. But you see how it's like moving slowly down. And then all of a sudden just pop. And then once it started glitching, it just move, right? It might sound dumb, but it's just a way I can express the charts. But yeah, we got like wasn't too bad. That was pretty good. Good percentage. We got maybe like 51 pips there, which is actually pretty good. Pretty good in terms of what we've been averaging. I think that was 71.26. So back to back banger days for us here. What was that though? 71.26. Yeah, 3.36%. So pretty good. Pretty good. Obviously, we increased lots, so that'll be technically like 1.50 if it was still the end of the 2K. But yeah, 3.36. That's like 8% for the week, which is insane. Yeah, move. Nice move. I mean, there was some drawdown, right? But I mean, what can I do by drawdown, right? It's like, you know, drawdown is part of it. But I think as long as you like know what you're looking for, and you know like that drawdown didn't affect any change in direction or the move, you're good. Obviously for us, managing risk was above like the 4 highs. So once it broke above here, right? But it didn't come close to there. And we still had room coming down for a bottom wick on price. But yeah, that was the trade, chat. That was the trade. I think pips wise, we did exactly 50.9 pips. So good shit. What percentage you guys got there? Sorry, chat's not loading. Worked out, but in the end, but ain't worth no 8% drawdown. So you telling me blowing 30, 40, 50 accounts isn't worth one account that you grow after blowing many accounts in the stages of trading? That's basically the same shit. $55 pips TP, 2.94, 95%, 2.73, 3%. Yeah, that's pretty good. There was a bit of drawdown there, but drawdown is part of it. We don't always get drawdown. Sometimes there's less drawdown, sometimes there's more, sometimes there's zero. I think yesterday we had So this is the drawdown chart, or this should be negative 70. Yeah, yesterday we had negative 70. Today was negative, or yesterday was negative 59, negative 70, 0, negative 15, right? So there's drawdown. It happens. But not every trade is the same, right? Some trades are read a bit differently. Run plus left runners. When tapped, 48.7 area FAG. Yeah, you asked about the FAG. I don't know what FAG is. I whatever I'm looking for is whatever I'm looking for. Like whatever I marked up, whatever I drew up, whatever I'm anticipating is like all I'm looking for. If I'm looking for something, I'll say it. If I was looking for FAG, I would have mentioned FAG. Yo, thanks Eddie for the 199. Appreciate it. How come you don't hold runners? Because my TP was right there. My TP was, this is fucking 50 pips. What you mean? Yo, it's not like it was 10 pips. It was 10 pips. It'd be like, really, why'd you get runners? But what do you mean that wasn't a runner? That was a 50 pip runner. Our TP was like a little like maybe 6, what was it, 6, something like that? So I think that was like trail stops runner. I just mark up my zones, right? So I mark up my zones beforehand. Break even zone, trail stop zones, and when it taps those zones, that's automatically what I'm doing. I'm moving stops to break even, trailing stops and profit. I think earlier if we moved stops to break even, would have been a break even hit there on that trade there. But it was instant, and I expected a pop through. It wasn't just like, you know, I expected this pop through earlier. That's why we didn't get out break even here. But yeah, I have those zones set up, and then once it taps, automatically, like that's what we're doing. Some trades could run. Some trades could just hit a trail stops. I think lately we've been hitting trail stops a lot. Like all our outcomes on all the trades have been trail stop loss, trail stop loss, trail stop loss, right? Every now and then we get like a TP hit, but TP doesn't come often. It comes like 1% of the time. How do you know it's on a glitch like that? Just like structure. Like when you look at the structure on price, I try to explain it to the best of my ability. Just structure and just the way we're making lower highs. And I mentioned earlier, like pay attention to like the way the candles are moving up and down within this range here. So you want to see like the move down, move a lot stronger, pause, pre-pause longer than the moves up, because the moves up have been like, this move up was pretty decent, right? And this one was pretty decent, and these ones were okay. So you need something to like break out that cycle. You need something to like kind of shift that, which was this. And especially if it came back down to break these lows down here, that's a break of structure. It's like at that point, you know, you can kind of tell that you're about to get some volume in the markets. You know what I mean? How'd you come up with this strat? So different to see how people train now. I just trade over time, and this is what it came to. I don't really like watching other traders or pay attention to other traders. I just kind of, you know, trade, go through my losses, review them, journal them, and then this is what it leads to. Like everything that I've done is everything that I've been experienced. At the beginning, yeah, like I've watched like Raja, Uncle Ted, Steve Morrow, Beat the Market Maker, like people who like I've watched earlier and like got like the main foundation off of. But then when it comes to like all these like nuances afterwards, it's kind of just things that I picked up, like the leg candle and stuff like that. So that's kind of how you want to go about things too in trading. Just like, you know, learn from some people at the beginning, and then you just adapt and adjust. I'm always a student though. So I'm always like learning through my trial and like mistakes. But that's the thing, like my own mistakes, right? I can't learn off someone else's mistakes, because everyone goes through like everyone's mind is different. Like everyone sees things differently, sees the charts differently, has different experiences under their belt. So yeah, just going through your own shit, reviewing your own trades, your own drawdown, your own losses. Where can I follow you daily? DSO1. I have to plug it. Last stream I didn't even plug it at all. Why don't you trade anymore waiting for a close like 3 years ago? Because that's fucking 3 years ago and I was like 22 years old. You gotta evolve. You know? You gotta like evolve. Like, you gotta look for ways to improve. I'm always a student, right? So I'm always looking for ways to improve. If I say I want to be a student and then become a master, then when I become a master, I limit myself to what I can learn. So I'm always a student. I'm always going to evolve the strategy. If I become a master, then my strategy is going to be stagnant, right? So, yeah, that was like 3 years ago. Like, there's things that we're more aware of now, like liquidity, volume, like candles, glitches, drive, range, liquidity. I don't think we knew any of that back then. I do cycle back to it though. Like, I always cycle back to things that I did at the beginning that I didn't do too well on, like wick entries. We cycle back on years later. A lot of shit that I always cycle back on when I first started, but cycle back on it after learning, you know, everything around it. Apple gift card, I don't know. Maybe if WAP accepts it, I'm not too sure. I'm gonna journal this trade out, chat. I guess he hasn't watched me journal. That's probably it for the day though. I don't think I'm looking for anything else. I can see the pip and differs though. We had like, I think we dropped from like 500 to 300 there. Yeah, I'm gonna journal this trade out and then yeah, that's about it. Time was 10:37. Oh wait, did this thing copy over to my accounts? I'll make sure. Today's 20th? Yeah, I did. This one did too. And they all did. Yeah, 1K, 2K accounts at 2.2 now, or almost 2.2. So it's gonna obviously be a lot, like the gains are a lot larger when I increase lots, and then near the end of it, like near the next checkpoint for a lot increase at 3 to 4K, it's gonna get a little slower. So that's why like today's percentage was like 3%. It's pretty high. So this trade was taken at 10:37, so a little later today. Gold, did we get out before 11? Yeah, we got out right at 11. The 1 hour close, no bottom wick, right? Yeah. So this was current higher low breakout. Current high low breakout, 1 hour range fill. Or I'm gonna say leg count to 15. Or what can I say? Yeah, 1 hour breakout, 15 leg candle. So breakout, current high low on the 1 full. And we're not always getting like, you know, crazy pips, but the conditions of the markets is that like that's what's been given us. That's a back-to-back like runner. $20.25. $10.37 New York gold. What was my bias today? I think I said I was more so bearish today. Right, because of the structure. So bearish bias today, normal, sells, breakout, the 1, current higher low, 4, TP off the 1. Next logical support resistance, break even, yes. Management on a minute. We use the 15, we use the 4, we use the 1 hour time frames in that trade. Play was just expecting the range to get filled. On the 1, it was a win. 0.14 lot. This was 71.26. You know what's funny? You know what I like? The fact that now that it's a 1K account, no one can say like, oh man, it's so easy for you to grab 10 pips on the 1K account. What I do here, 71.26. It's a 1K account, right? I'm like doing the same thing still on the 1K account. 50.9. Drawdown. How much was the drawdown? Let's see. 120. So 120 bit drawdown. Max profits we got was 76 peak. And then trail stop loss hit on the minute. Would TP have hit? No. Or would it have hit? TP was also thankfully we moved our TP. So 69.31. Oh yeah, it did get hit after we pulled back. So TP did hit. Cool. All right. So that's how I'll journal my trade. So I'll journal TBJ out. This and then just this for like posting, or yeah, I guess this is a simpler journal. The other one's a lot more detailed. Any questions, chat? Any questions before we dip off? I don't think I'm seeing you guys until like December, so this is gonna be the second last stream of the year, and then I'll see you guys next year. Is a new blip coming out this year? Yeah, it's coming out this month, I think. Patient day though. That was like 2 hours of like waiting after NFP. I forgot it was even NFP today. I don't think these folders really matter like regarding our strategy, because like we're always waiting for volatile plays anyways, like volatile conditions. We're always waiting for these type of spikes, these pullbacks, right? Because that's the reason I kept saying that today, is because that is what brings volume, right? So I want those things to happen because it brings volume for us to continue getting a direction. So news or without news, right? Price action is price action. Because we're not like directly trading news. We might be using news towards our, I guess, for volatility, right? You have volume from news, but when it comes to trading, it's like just price action. This is my first time I witnessed magic. You think so? Not really magic, just a little experience. The experience. I will say though, it is a little harder. I know it is a lot harder for people to keep up because I'm not like live on the YouTube every day. So whenever I come back, it sounds like a little bit like gibberish. Like, well, what is a glitch? What is a leg handle and stuff? But I think it's gonna take some time. Hopefully, like the playbook helps. I don't have any plans to return to streaming at the moment. I'm open to it, but I'm not gonna return. I'm gonna do it in DVS01 for a while. But I think that I've been trying to give out these little recaps, trade recaps, and these this playbook hopefully might help. But you know, since I'm not live every day, I can't really like show the entire process every single day, right? I can only do it for like a stream. So it's like, what are the chances that we even get a trade on the stream throughout the NFP week? I might stream FOMC next, yeah. FOMC, NFP, but I understand it's a little more complex now compared to like obviously before. Goodbye, man. W part-time streamer. I use drawn panel. I use thing. It's starting to glitch a little bit here again. You see how the way it's moving? It's starting to glitch again. You can get a pop here. See the minute looks. I'm not trading, but you know you can get a pop here probably. Next zone is probably down here. Yeah, I use zoom annotations. Type sheet. Tomorrow's Friday, right? Yeah, tomorrow we'll be on Divas 1. Flash. You have news tomorrow at 9:45 though. And then Tuesday is core PPI, and you got a bunch of shit. I think next week's a short week. Yeah, Thanksgiving in America. Any questions? I'm about to dip off. I'm about to go. All right, yo. Zoom. I'll see you guys tomorrow. All right. Have a good day. If you're still looking for trades, be patient. Wait for your setups. And we'll be back here tomorrow to finish off the week. Okay. Peace. YouTube. I'll see you guys. Whatever. Next NFP or FOMC. Maybe I think it's December 9th or some shit. All right, chat. Later, man. Laters.
Like the mob, ayy, watching what we doing. Whole family here, man. Feel like a movie, yeah. Feel like a movie, yeah. Feel like a movie. Whole family here, but it feeling like a. Living so Italian, 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 living so Italian.
Oh, keep getting at the narrow, got it. Even if a nigga gotta ride it, get it. Blackjack in a cutscene, no. A nigga got unlimited credit, a nigga got a lot of vendettas, but we the black mom, we gon' set it, peeled off in a Lamborghini cone tie, 200 in the dash, you gonna rev it. Lucky Luciano, what they call me, Paisano, 100
like the mob, ayy, watching what we doing. Whole family here, man, feel like a movie, yeah. Feel like a movie, yeah. Feel like a movie. Whole family here, but it feeling like a. Living so Italian, 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 living so Italian. This my private party, get it? I don't know how the hell y'all get in. I don't know what y'all doing, y'all cameras. Y'all ain't finna be snapping our pictures. Y'all ain't finna be in our business. La familiar, my business. Maserati drop top. Go through the city like Gotham. In a 911, sipping proper. He more than just a rapper. And I know that I'm this shit because I wrote this on a crapper. More models, limo, some Italiano. And I'm about to say something crazy. John Galliano. Like the mob, ayy, watching what we doing. Whole family here, man, feel like a movie, yeah. Feel like a movie, yeah. Feel like a movie. Whole family here,